Nachi free.
Oh, Sarah Silverman, why must you make me hate your guts with this tweet of yours, you prick-teasing cunt? You're a treacherous tramp, and a floozy, and a bimbo, and a downright lewd, lascivious bitch.
Chapo, bantangiringwai.
You're right, Scully. With pictures like those, I'll forever save a spot in the cockles of my heart for this potty-mouthed slut. Because I used to really like her as a comedian. That's why I didn't want to believe this tweet was true. So I went to Sarah's Twitter page to get it straight from the horse's mouth.
Wake up and join the resistance. Once the military's with us, fascists get overthrown. Mad King and his handlers go bye-bye.
Ugh, this isn't funny, and I don't even mean it like in an indignant, this is an outrage sense. I'm talking comedically speaking. Yet, I'm no professional comic, but I don't need to be to say this barely made me giggle. And then everything with Sarah is fascist. Just like everyone's a racist with so many of these other historically ignorant cunts. But whatever. It's not even about this attention-seeking slut. She's just another Hollywood cliche in that la-la landscape of virtue-signaling pussies. By the way, I want to preemptively thank Sarah Silverman for any traffic I might get with this video. I'll be happy if I break even more than 100 views again, because nobody's watching my videos. So I'm going to be playful in my rebuke, because I don't want this to be another angry video like I'm sure so many of them are going to come out this week saying, oh my God, she's not a patriot like Tom Brady. She's a traitor. She should be gang raped by me and my buddies for treason, or anything even remotely like that. Which doesn't sound like a bad idea, but I digress. And I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to be coming to her defense, but you know what? Fuck you too, because this needs to be called out. What Sarah Silverman and Madonna and Chelsea Handler and a bunch of these other pussy hat wearing cunts are putting out is cultural poison. Sentiments like these are not good for the stability of our constitutional democratic republic. That's why I say vaginas step aside and let this penis through and do what he's got to do. By the way, I want to stress the fact that I love vaginas, okay? Vaginas are amazing, especially when they're completely open to new ideas. But cunts, I don't like. No, they're not exactly open. Cunts are old and shriveled with gray hair and possibly a yeast infection. And they're mischievous and deceiving, like the wicked witch in the fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel. They entice you with bread and candy, and then once you're in their lair, they try to kill you like a black widow. That's right, Scully. That's why witches rhymes with bitches. Speaking of bitches and pussies, which I love, by the way, almost as much as I'd love to see how you're going to get a revolution going on with those pussy hats, ladies. But I guess when you put on a woman's protest march like the one after Trump's inauguration, and you have speakers like Donna Hilton, who tortured a man for days and then killed him, and also other speakers like Linda Sarsour, who endorses Sharia law and puts out statements about taking away another woman's vagina like Ayaan Hirsi Ali's, you must think you're going to flex some muscles. And it makes me wonder if you're really down for a fight, because Sarah Silverman likes to don revolutionary chic attire such as camel pants with military boots while pretending to be an intellectual journalist by interviewing this Fidel Castro scrotum-sucking apologetic douchebag Bernie Sanders. But that's okay. Don't think for a second that you're going to intimidate a gun-owning public, all right? That's the thing about living in the United States. You're literally feeling the ultimate check and balance of power through the Second Amendment in the fact that gun owners aren't even pulling a trigger over any of this stupid shit. We're behaving ourselves, and make sure it stays that way, because we won't put up with any bullshit revolutions, much less the misguided Marxist kind. Law and order will be established with or without this dick in charge. But if you want, you can line up for a collective ass spanking, that's for sure. I'll spank that ass raw. I'll spank that ass beet red, and then I'll massage it with like coconut oil and... You know, you're right, Scully. Let me rein it back in. Because I'm a married man, and either way, I wouldn't fuck that treacherous slut with 2 condoms on a 10-foot pole. But like I said, I'll be more than happy to spank that ass like a drum. But not the drums of war, okay? We all need to chill the fuck out with all this Civil War talk, which is why it needs to be called out that some of you people in the media are aiding and abetting civil unrest like what's been going on in the UC Berkeley and even New York University. And all for trying to stifle the freedom of assembly and speech by speakers such as Milo Yiannopoulos and Gavin McInnes. Trump is not a fascist. You fuckers are. Especially considering that Milo Yiannopoulos is gay and half Jewish. Fucking unbelievable. The utter ignorance and self-contradiction of you hysterical, petulant pussies is amazing. What you're promoting is still fascism, even if you try to hide under the name of a group like AntiFa. And by the way, if you go to change.org, you could sign this petition to have an organization like AntiFa declared a domestic terrorist group. I've linked it down below. They've been behind many of the needless riots at UC Berkeley and NYU that aren't exactly peaceful protests. This is why so many of us see through the bullshit narratives that you fucks on the far left have been trying to push. But according to Steve Petition, these aren't signs of a coming civil war. These are the last desperate gurgles of a dying institution such as the Democratic Party and its terrible ideas pushed by billionaire financiers like George Soros, who dick around with not just the currency markets, but the stability of society itself. It's men like him who fund many of these disruptive groups like Black Lives Matter, because that's how this prick makes his money, through currency exchanges. And he does it when currencies go down in value. Like when he made $1 billion in a single day by betting against the British pound and breaking the Bank of England back in 1992. He profits from destabilizing societies. And then he plays so many of you useful idiots like puppets with his hand up your asses. People like Soros and the groups he funds are the ones causing the divide now, not Trump. But don't worry, plenty of us will keep an eye on that dick too before he blows. Thanks for watching.
Homegrown.